Hey, what's up everybody? Dylan here from Iceberg TV. Today we have two brand new throwing putters from Discraft. We've got the Z Glow Chally SS. This is my boy Ezra Aderhold's favorite throwing putter, and I've actually never messed around with one too much before. So I'm really excited to come out and compare this to some other very popular Discraft throwing putters. We have the Roach, we have the Kratos, and we have the Luna to compare it to. And I also have, I believe this is the Crystal Sparkle Fierce. And we'll do a quick side profile comparison here. You can see the Fierce has a little bit lower parting line. It's just kind of a little more round and bubbly on the top. The Fierce is supposed to be more understable to my understanding than the Luna and the Chally SS, but let's go give everything a toss. It's a little bit windy out here today, so I'm really excited to see how the different throwing putters hold up to the wind out here today. Now I have several different options for the Kratos and for the Luna. I only have one Roach here today. I got in a player's pack all the way back in 2019 Battle of the Bull. One of the coolest tournaments I ever played. It was the first time I ever got to play disc golf and drive around in a golf cart. If you want to check out any of these discs, discgolfdealsusa.com/icebergtv will save you 10%. The link to that is in the description below. Let's try the Roach first, then we'll do a Kratos and a Luna, and then we'll do the Chally SS and the Fierce. Wait a minute, that Roach is actually kind of nice. That thing kind of went. We have a bunch of different plastics in the Kratos. I'm not going to throw all of them on every set of throws here, but I do want to throw at least two of them. So I've got the new fly dye Kratos, and then we have one of the baseline Kratoses. And I can never remember what this plastic is called, but it's baseline and it's more like for putting. Concrete or cement plastic, something like that. Let me know in the comments down below. We'll start with the baseline Kratos, then we'll throw the fly dye. That Kratos always had a little bit of flip to it. Unlike many of the other Kratos that I've messed around with over the last year or so. This fly dye should be more stable than the one I just threw. Definitely a lot more fade than the Roach. Probably the most stable of the bunch based on what the flight numbers are going to tell us. I do have the prototype Crystal Sparkle Kratos, which historically has been the most stable actually. I've got the Z Swirl Luna, then we'll throw the two new throwing putters. Just put it up in the air and see what it does. Got a nice brisk headwind coming in. That's why the Luna is the GOAT right there. Dead freaking straight, 300 feet. One of the best discs in the game. All right, shout out the Aberdeen assassin, Ezra Aderhold himself, Z Glow Chally SS. Honestly, a bit more fade than the Luna. Wow. I was expecting the Chally SS to have a bit more flip and push to it. Had quite a bit more stability than even the Luna. Let's see how this Fierce is flying out here today as well. Okay, there we go. A bit more turn than the Luna on that one. Not super flippy for a Fierce though. I know I said I wasn't gonna throw everything, but I might as well throw the last two. I've got a North Cove Luna here. Apparently this one is supposed to be one of the most stable run of Lunas. And I guess it did have a little more swing back to the left than old North Cove. And we have prototype Crystal Sparkle Kratos. Wow. Man, the Kratos is super underrated. I feel like that one kind of flew under the radar. It's come out in a bunch of different plastics, but I very rarely see people bagging and throwing the Kratos. So the area in which I play the most disc golf, when I'm out on the course, I very rarely see people throwing a Discraft putter that is not a Zone or a Luna. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you feel like the Discraft putters in comparison to those two, do they stack up in popularity? Or does a lot of the putter lineup from Discraft just fly under the radar? I kind of feel like most of these molds, even though they're really good, they feel good. Apparently they also fly great. they just sort of fly under the radar because they're not as popular with most of the touring pros. bergsdiscsports.com, ICE20, use that code at the website, 20% off, best disc golf bag in the game. All right, guys, so we're going to compare the Crystal Sparkle Kratos, the Paul Macbeth Z-Swirl Luna, to the Chally SS and to the Fierce. Honestly, side profile-wise, they all are very similar to me. The difference is the Kratos is a Luna with a bead, and then the Fierce, we looked at that earlier, it definitely has like a lower parting line, sort of bubblier sort of feel in hand. And due to that lower parting line, it was a bit more understable as well. So I think all in all, they did with that mold exactly what they were trying to do, because it did have that nice turn from left to right. Let's throw everything a little bit flatter. We're going to start off with the prototype Kratos. It's like a nice left to right that just started pushing in. That Kratos just absolutely bombed. That left to right plus the stability really helped it get a lot of glide and push. Let's see if these discs get a little squirrely going into the wind. Chally SS. Wow, that thing is really nice. You can see why Ezra likes that. It's got a very similar feel to the Luna. All right, let's see how the Fierce compares to the Chally SS. I'll do my best to try and throw it on a similar angle here. See, it's just gonna keep sort of drifting from left to right as opposed to pushing back to the left at the end. That Fierce is really awesome. I'd say it's more on the neutral side than the understable side. Something neutral, and to me, is something that stays mostly straight, and something understable is something that sort of finds its way a bit more over to the right. Now let's do the Kratos here, but the fly die Z style. Wow. Yeah, the Kratoses are really stable. The wind sort of died down, and you saw that stability when there wasn't a left to right pushing it over. It really just wanted to get over to the left. All right, so we're gonna give the Fierce and the Chally SS one more toss. This is my favorite Kratos, the Crystal Sparkle. So we'll toss that, and then we'll throw a North Cove Luna in there as well. Let's do one last battle to the death here. But right now, I feel like I'm liking the Chally SS the most. I feel like it's the most balanced of the bunch, at least for me. North Cove Luna. A little bit of hyzer, popping up, being nice and stable at the end of the flight. Very cool. Crystal Sparkle Prototype Kratos. I honestly think I like the Kratos better than the Luna. But I've always been a guy who likes beaded putters. This Chally SS might win me over to Team Beadless. Chally SS, LE-Z Glow. It's right in between the Kratos and the Luna. It's like a Luna OS or Kratos SS. Challenger is right, Chally SS is right in the middle. Now we've got Special Edition Fierce. That one has the potential to go the farthest because it almost has like a frisbee sort of flight. Like it'll hold that turn forever, which is super fun. So I feel like maybe the Chally SS in tandem with the Fierce is going to cover any shot shape you might possibly need. Bam. See how straight that is in comparison to some of the other ones? So you can pick up Lunas, Kratos, Roaches, Challenger SS, Challengers, Fierces. We have them all at discgolfdealsusa.com/Iceberg TV. Supports the sponsor that supports me, also supports me directly when you use my code. It gets you 10% off. And I believe right now, all orders over $50 ship for free. So if you do want to check one of these out, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay humble, live with gratitude. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and take care.